Hey, what's going on, everybody? Oh, let me go ahead and do this too, so we can do both at the same time. What is going on, everyone? So I am going live this week, and we're going to be going over the trades that we took for the week. So let's go ahead and get started on this. So as per the usual, I've got all of the indicator stuff that I took off, and we're just going to kind of see what happens. So the dollar this past week was a bit of a bear, if you will. So it started here on the 23rd. There it is. Had a nice uptrend going up, and then these were the yields. Dollar as it was. Bitcoin, it was on my watch list, but ended up not taking anything for the week. Just ended up not being where I want it to be at. I am excited to see what's going to happen over the next couple weeks. If you notice, like on the weekends, how we get these nice little consolidation periods. Right here, it was consolidating all last week, and then some nice ups, some downs, those are expansions. And now we happen to be this little consolidation pattern. Ethereum, as you know, the ETF went live, and same thing. I took a small trade last night on Ethereum, but it's because I was testing out a new indicator, and I just wanted to see how I ended up working on it. Gold was a winner this week for me. Going all the way back through to Sunday. There were some other moves in here that I really wanted to take, but just ended up not working out in my favor for where it was. Friday, I got into gold. Had a nice little 1.5 to 1 ratio. Got out right there at 3:30. Just the time frame that worked for me, and I'm glad I did because that retracement right there just would ate half the profits up. So gold was a winner for me. Silver looked good. Didn't take anything on it, but it's once again, it's on the watch list. It's been on AGBs for a while now. US 30. So I know there were some teammates who took US 30 on Friday. Got nice little RR right there. Was not on my list. NAS, same thing. Sell off on Friday. They're way back up again. It's not something I took, but it was on the list. Same thing for SPX. Oil. Watching oil, but don't trade it a whole lot. Still like to have it on my list just in case something shows up. Euro USD. So I ended up taking a trade on it, but I think I got out at break even. I'd have to check my account to see which one that was. So GB USD. So this one sucked this week. I was in it twice and got stopped out both times. The first time I actually got into it was on Wednesday. Got into it right here. Ended up coming all the way back down here. Didn't hit my stop loss out yet. But just as it came down to here, the stop loss was down here at 26.75. But it come back up, and I got out because it came back up to break even, and I don't spend a lot of time in drawdown. So I get back out at break even here, and it coming down and then going back up again. Same thing, retest this area, and then it came back up again. So it's on the watch list again this week, I believe, but we'll check it in a second. AUD USD. So this pair had some really good strong points, and I actually caught it because she sent it out on Sunday, made its way up, came back down and retraced, and then went back up again. Both the J's that he had for both of those, I actually came down, broke through, but then you could have caught it on this time back up. Ended up using that same area right there just as a springboard for what it was. Came up, resistance, came through, came back down, broke through, and then retested again, then went back up, and then it came back down a second time. So super strong area for AUD USD. NZD USD, same thing. Once again, all the USD pairs played the same ball game they did. This one was a great sell opportunity that came across the board. It came back up, came back down, tested it, and then broke through. Didn't take it, but it did exist. Same thing, USD, JPY, USDHF, same thing. So then we head down to the miners. You can just tell that the market's starting to really wake up and move across the board. There were a lot of news events this past week, especially for the dollar, and that made a big difference for it. We had inflation reports, we had PCE. Last week at the end of the week, we had durable goods. So we had some really good news events, and then on next week we've got PMI, and we've also got the JOLTS job opening. Which is probably going to move the market pretty heavily next week. So I'm going to keep an eye on that one. If you go through, as I said, gold was really the only pair our actual trade that I took this week. That was a fantastic trade. Waited all week for a good trade that just made sense. I did try once again for GBP USD, but I stopped out break even, so it was just a wash. As it goes through. And really, what's neat about this is the fact that we've got all these different pairs that this week are probably going to be very similar to those that were last week, as far as just who we're going to look for. So, kind of excited to see what happens with it. I am excited more about anything else because I've been working through. I created an indicator that I was really excited about, just being able to show some really good opportunities inside the markets. There's definitely some ones that are better than others, but I'm extremely excited about just being able to have something like that that's going to, I think, make a very big deal. Just some really good trade ideas. Some will be scout, some will be longer term. And of course, we actually created something else that goes with it that ties into, I want to say it was bounce back V1. No, we're going to have both of those. It was this one. So ended up creating some different versions of it that I think are going to be really good just for finding some nice little scalps in the area and working through some different time frames too. We have a ton of people that like to scalp markets, so find out where they are and what they look like, and if they work or not. But pretty excited about being able to have created that actual version of it for the scalping market to just once again some really good moves in the markets. So pretty jazzed for next week to see exactly what we get and what actually happens. So anyway, we're gonna make it pretty short this week. Last week I went over way more than I anticipated, but overall it was a pretty slow week for me anyway. I just had a bunch of other stuff going on, so I didn't see a whole lot. Man, could you imagine getting that call out right there on gold on Tuesday? Just tanking down, just absolutely tanking. So I'm honestly really excited about this indicator. I've named it pullback, which I think is fitting. Just to see what. Golly, look at these. Could have caught those. You see the amount of pips on gold? Jesus. That'd have been someone's entire year. Just. Okay. Anyway, get off track here. So anyway, I'm super excited about having this indicator created and actually testing it out next week to see what happens. So anyway, that's it for me, everyone. Y'all have a good day. And end the stream.